Welcome to T1 Academy. In our last video, we discussed the simple interest concept. That means the basic concept and some of the problems from the basic area. So today in this video, we are going to discuss some detailed questions and some of the difficult questions where we will apply our simple interest techniques. Okay. Now directly we will move to problems. Right. See here. A sum of money rupees 12,500 amount to 15,500 in how many years? 4 years at the rate of simple interest. What is the rate of interest here? Now see here student, it is amounting from 12,500 to 15,500. So what is the interest which is earned here? Tell me, 15,500 minus 12,500. What it is? 3,000. Okay, 3,000. Now tell me how we will find the interest. In our last session we discussed interest is equal to TR percentage of principal. TR percentage of principal, right? So here given that 100 percentage of principal. Our principal is what? 12,500. 100 percentage of principal, our principal is what they given for us? 12,500. Now find out 3,000 is what percentage of principal? 3,000 is what percentage of principal? Simply please cross multiply it. If you are able to identify it, good. If not, what is happening here from here to here? Divided by 125, right? Okay. So similarly, from here to here, when you divide 3,000 with 125, what it becomes? 125, 2s are 250. I will be left with how much? 50 and 500. What it becomes? 8s are, right? 8s are. 500 means it becomes 4s are. 24 percentage. If not, take it as X. If you are able to understand this 24, well and good. If not, consider it as X. So what you will write? 100 into 3,000 is equal to 12,500 into X. So 2 zeros get cancelled. In 5 table you can cancel 5 600s are, 5 25s are. Next you can write directly if you want, you can cancel with 25 table. 25 2s are 50, I will be left with 100, that is 24. So X is equal to what? 24. In either ways you can find the value of X students. What it is? 24 percentage. So that means TR percentage is here how much? 24 percentage. Already they given us time period. What it is? 4 years. That means 4 into R is equal to what? 24. What about R here? R becomes 6 percentage. So the rate of interest here is how much? 6 percentage per annum. 6 percentage per annum. By using the concept of TR percentage, we have written this one students. Those who have not watched our previous video, please do watch that video so that you will understand why I am writing this TR percentage and on all these things. Okay, next one. A man took loan from a bank at the rate of 12% per annum simple interest. Okay. After 3 years, he had to pay 5,400 interest only. Okay. In that period, the principal amount borrowed by him was, okay students. After 3 years, how much he is paying? Interest is 54,000. See here, rupees 54,000 interest only. Interest they are telling, not about amount. Okay. Now what is the rate of interest here? 12% and time period is 3 years. That means tell me what will be the interest in general by using that formula. 12 3s are 36% of principal, right? 36% of principal. That means 36% is equal to what? 5,400. Therefore, this 36% is equal to what? 36% of principal is equal to what? 5,400. What they are asking, the principal amount borrowed by him was. That means what? 100% of P. 100% of P. If you are able to identify it, good. If not, also no problem, students. 36 into 1.5 is actually 54. And into 200 means 36 into 150. 36 into 150 is 5,400. Similarly, here also you can multiply it with 150. What it becomes? 15,000. So the principal here is how much? 15,000. 15,000. If you are able to identify this 150, well and good students. If not, already I told you how you will do. 36% is equal to 5,400. 100% is what? 100% is what? Assume it as X, cross multiply it, what you will write? 36 into 100 is equal to, 36 into X 36 into x is equal to 5400 into 100. 5400 into 100. So you can take 18 2s are 18 3s are and 2 zeros. Next 2 1s are 2 150s are. So what about x? X will become how much? 15,000. X becomes what? 15,000. You can follow this method, or if you are able to identify this one, that is really good. It will save a lot of time for you. So you should be capable of doing these things, students. Then it will save you a lot of time. Okay. Next one. If a certain sum of money becomes thrice of itself in 5 years 4 months. Sum of money becoming thrice of itself means what? Tell me first of all this one. Thrice of itself. This is very, very important here, students. That means amount will be what? 3 times of a principal. Amount will be what? 3 times of principal. Please be careful. Here few students may mistake this one as taking interest as a 3p. That is wrong perception. P value is becoming how much? 3p. That means this is a principal and this is amount. Okay. A certain sum of money becomes thrice of itself in 5 years 4 months. Okay. Duration. Amount is here how much? 3p. If amount is 3p, tell me what is interest here? Interest will become 2p. Why? Because amount is what? Principal plus interest. Already principal 1p is there. So interest will become how much? 2p. Interest is here how much? 2p. Okay. 2p means, tell me what it is actually. Interest is what? Can I write this as 200% of principal? 2p means what? 200% of principal. Am I correct or not? Double, right? 100% means a p. 2p means 200% of principal. Okay, interest earned is here how much? 200%. That means TR is equal to what in this case? 200. TR is equal to what it is? 200. And already they given us time period. What it is? 5 years 4 months. 5 years 4 months. Students, please convert this into years completely. 5 years 4 months means 5. 4 by 12 years. Months I am converting it into years. So what it becomes? 5 1 by 3 years, which in turn becomes what for me? 16 by 3 years. That means 16 by 3 into R is equal to what? 200. Please observe here one thing, students. What will be the yearly rate of interest? Yearly rate of interest is nothing but rate of interest per annum. Per annum means also yearly rate of interest. Yearly rate of interest means also per annum only. Okay. So 16 by 3 into R. So what happens to this one, students, now? 4 4s are 4 50s are, and rate of interest will become what for me here? 150 by 4. 150 by 4. 150 by 4, what it becomes, students? 4 3s are 12. 30 means 4 7s are 28.5. 20. So the rate of interest here will become how much? 37.5%. Here two things are very, very important. The first thing is you should take amount as a 3p. That is the first thing. And the next thing, interest, after getting interest as a 2p, interest I can write this as what? 200% of p. 200% of p. 2 means what? 200. If it is only p, we have written 100%, right? For example, if it is 3p, you would have written 300% of p, like that. So TR is how much here according to this? 200. 200. So T is 16 by 3 and R we need to find what we got? 37.5%. 37.5%. Understood? Right. Next one. At a rate of simple interest on a sum on money for 10 years will be 3 by 5th of the amount. Okay. Now please observe this one carefully, student. What they are telling? Interest is equal to 3 by 5 of what? Amount. Interest is equal to 3 by 5 of amount. That is the thing they are telling, right? Interest is equal to 3 by 5 of amount. Okay, good, superb. Now please observe here. From this, can I write interest by amount is equal to 3 by 5? Interest by amount is equal to 3 by 5. That means amount is 5 parts and interest is 3 parts. Amount is 5 parts and interest is 3 parts. Is it clear for everyone? Can I consider them? Yes, we can consider. So if amount is 5 parts and interest is 3 parts, tell me what will be the principal here? Principal will be how many parts? See, amount is 5 parts, whatever it may be. Okay, interest is 3 parts. Now from these two things, tell me what will be the principal? Principal will be how much? 2 parts, right? Why? Because amount is equal to principal plus interest. Principal is equal to what I will get here? 2 parts. Okay, good, superb. Understood that logic? Okay, now next. The rate of a simple interest per annum is, let us assume it as 2x or something like that. Okay. Now, please see here, if principal is 2 parts, what about interest? It is 3 parts. Interest is 3 parts. Now tell me, what is the relation between this interest and principal here? What is the relation between? For example, if I assume amount as 5x, for your better understanding, interest as 3x, principal is 2x. Principal is 2x. Principal is 2x. That means what you will write? Interest is equal to TR percentage of principal, right? Interest is equal to TR percentage of principal. We all know. What it is? Please observe here. What happens to the interest is how much? 3x. For your understanding, I am writing like this. 3x is equal to TR percentage means what you will write, students? Time period. Does they mention the time period? Yes. 10 into R by percentage means what? 100 into what is the principal I have here? 2x. What is the principal I have here? 2x. So, x will get cancelled as usual. So, 0 get cancels. So, what is the rate of interest we are getting? And next, 2 ones, 2 5s. So, rate of interest is how much here? 15%. Rate of interest is how much here? 15%. Understood, students? You should know this logic. Then easily you will understand the concept. Please try to understand. Interest is 3 by 5 of amount. That means if interest amount is 5 parts, interest will become how much? 3 parts. From these two things, I can write the principal, right? Principal will be what? Amount minus interest. That is 2 parts. So that means interest plus principal we should be accumulated to amount. So that is the thing. For your understanding, I have written as 5x, 2x and 3x. Why? Because to avoid the confusion. If you have any confusion also, it will be deleted. Actually, you can directly take 3 is equal to something like that, but it is waste of time. So that is the reason we have taken in this manner. Okay, actually, if you are really good, what is the relation between these two? Interest is equal to 150% of principal. Am I correct? Why? Because this is 2x and this is 3x. 2x and 3x. What is the relation? Interest is equal to 150% of principal. Here itself already t value is 10. So, R will become how much? 15. You can write it directly also. After writing this, you can write it directly also. Okay, if you are good. If not, don't worry. Take some time like this and try to solve it. Okay, next one. A certain sum of money triples. So, similar question, students. Pause the video and try to solve it. Triples itself in how many years? 5 years. And in how many years? It will be 5 times of itself. 5 times. My amount is becoming how much? Tell me first of all. 3p. In how many years? In 5 years. In 5 years. Tell me one thing. What is the interest earned in this case? Interest earned in this case is how much? 2p, right? Why? Because amount is 3p. Amount contains what? My principal as well as interest. So, interest earned here will be how much? 2p. Okay, good, super. Next, in how many years? It will be 5 times of itself. That means amount is equal to what it is? 5p. And we don't know the years. But interest earned here will become how much? 4p. Interest earned here will become how much? 4p. See, to earn an interest of 2p, how many years it is taking? 5 years. To earn an interest of 4p, how many years it will take? 10 years, right? Why? Because my interest in simple interest will remain constant throughout the duration. So, here our answer will become what? 10 years. 10 years. Understood? A simple concept. Amount to become 3p, it is taking 5 years. So, interest earned here will become what? 2p. Amount to become 5 times of itself, we don't know how many, some x years. Then interest earned will be equal to what? 4p. What is the relation between these two, students? Into 2, right? So, similarly here also into 2. 5 2s are what it becomes? 10 years. That means in 10 years, it will become 5 times of itself. Okay? Next one. A person borrows 5,000 for 2 years at 4% per annum simple interest. He immediately lends it to another person at 6.1/4% for 2 years. Find his gain in the transaction per year. Okay. Now what he has done? He borrowed 5,000. First of all, try to understand the concept and then later. For 2 years, at what rate of interest, students? 4%. Next, he lent this 5,000. That means he given this 5,000 to another person for the same 2 years at 6.1/4% rate of interest. At 6.1/4% rate of interest. Find his gain in the transaction per year. Please be careful. They are asking per year. Okay. First of all, what is the overall gain he will get? Tell me. Time period is same. Same. Okay. What is the rate of interest? 4% and 6.1/4%. Here you can do two things in two ways. First of all, what is the every year how much you will get? You need to pay interest in this case. Tell me. Every year. Forget about these 2 years. Why? Because the question is per year. Every year, what is 4% of 5,000? What is 4% of 5,000? 1% is 50. 4% it will become how much? 200 rupees. 4% will become how much? 200 rupees. Similarly, for 1 year, how much it becomes? 50 into 6.25. 50 into 6.25. What you will get here? 50 into 6.25. 625 5s are. What you will get, students, overall? 62.5 into 5. 2.5 into 5, it will become 12.5. 312.5 rupees. 312.5 rupees. That means every year, how much gain he is getting from year to year? He need to pay 200 and he will get 312.5. That means this is minus, he is paying, and this is plus, he is collecting. So what is the overall gain he is getting per year? 112.50 rupees. Okay, good, superb. This is one method. What is the other method? Instead of finding them individually, what is the percentage difference between these two, students? 2/1/4. That means 2.25%. The percentage difference between these two is how much? 2.25% of 5,000. 2.25% of 5,000. What it is? Find out this one. You will get the same answer. Okay. So what you will get here, students? 2.25 by 100 into 5,000. 5,000. So 2 zeros get cancelled. So 22.5 into 5. 2.25. I am multiplying that 0 here. So what you will get here? 112.5 rupees. In any way, you will get the same answer. Remember, they are not asking us what is his overall gain. If it is his overall gain, what would be our answer? He is doing this process for 2 times. That means 112.5 into 2. That is 225 rupees will be his overall gain. But they are asking us what is his gain per year. Per year. Because of that reason, our answer is here 112.5. But his overall gain is 225 rupees. 225 rupees. Understood? In these two ways, it is up to you. You can follow any one method. Either you can directly take what is the difference between these 2%, 2.25, find out 2.25% of 5,000. Or else find this one individually, and the difference. But my suggestion is, please try to get the answer in this method. Okay, it will save a lot of time. Next one. A certain sum of money amounts to 918 in 2 years and 969 in 3.5 years at SIM. What is the rate of interest? Okay, it is amounting to how much? 918. Amount in 2 years. Years is how much? 918. What is the amount in 3.5 years? 3.5 years, it is 969. So that means what is the difference between these two, students? 41 rupees, right? 41, not 51 rupees. So the difference. That means interest for 1.5 years is how much? 51 rupees. Interest for 1.5 years is how much? 51 rupees here. So that means what will be the interest for 1 year? What will be the interest for 1 year? Cross multiply, take it as x. So what it becomes? X into 1.5 is equal to 51. X into 1.5 is equal to 51. You can take it as 3 table. 3 0.5 times into what it becomes? 17. Okay. So then later what it becomes? 0.5. When I send it to that side becomes what? By. So this will become 170 by 5. This will become how much, students? 34. 34. You can directly write it also. 1.5 into 34 is 51, but okay. So what is the value here? 34. That means interest for 1 year. For 1 year it is how much? 34 rupees. What will be the interest for 2 years? Interest for 2 years. What will be the interest for 2 years? It is equal to 68. Interest for 2 years will be 68. Now for 2 years amount is 918 and interest is 68. Okay. For 2 years amount is how much? 918 and interest is 68. From these two things, tell me what is the principal here? Tell me what will be the principal here? 850 rupees, right? Principal is 850 rupees. But what they are asking us to find the rate of interest. So please find out 68 is what percentage of 850, or else you can directly take interest is equal to 2. For 2 years what it is? 918, right? So interest is how much for 2 years? 68. Okay. You can take that one, or else for 1 year also you can take. 34 is what percentage of 850 you can find, or for 2 years also you can find. It is up to you. For 2 years what is the interest? 68. Time period is 2 and rate of interest we don't know. R by 100 into principal is how much? 850. Principal is how much? 850. 0, 0 get cancels. 2 ones, 2 5s. Next 5 ones, 5. 1 time and 7s. So R will become what? 4%. So the rate of interest is here how much? 4%. 4%. The thing is, this type of questions are little bit lengthy, but the concept is simple but little bit lengthy. Why? Because you need to find the interest and all these things while finding the answers. Okay. Or else you can do the other way also. Assume rate of interest is some R percentage, but it takes a lot of calculation there also. That means 2R percentage of some P is equal to something you will get, or else 1 or 2, 100 plus R percentage, like that also you can do. 100 plus 2R percentage also it becomes 918. Why I have written 100 plus 2R percentage? This is amount. That means 100% P plus 2R percentage of P. It becomes what? 100 plus 2R percentage of P. Next one will become what, students? 100 plus 3.5 R. 3.5 R percentage of P. This will become some 969. And the difference between these two will be how much? The difference between these two will become how much, students? This minus this. 1.5 R percentage of P is equal to what? 68. Here you will have two unknown values. Once again you will come to the same story. Okay. So that is the reason I didn't tell you this method. Okay. You can directly take this one, this problem in this method only. Okay. Right. Next one. Simple interest on a sum of money will be 225 after 3 years. Okay. In the next 5 years, amount becomes 3 times the principal. Okay. In the next 5 years, what will be the amount in the 8 years? What will be the? See here, simple interest. For 3 years, what it is? 225. For 1 year, what it will be? Tell me, students. Into 75, right? So 75 rupees. So that means 75 rupees. Next. In the next 5 years, amount becomes, in the next 5 years means what? Already 3 years are finished. Next 5 years means overall how many years have finished here? 8 years. Now tell me what will be the simple interest for 8 years? What will be the simple interest for 8 years? According to this logic. According to this logic, what will be the simple interest for 8 years? 75 into 8. Am I correct? 75 8s are what it becomes? 600. 600 rupees is the interest earned for 8 years. Okay, put that aside. In the next 5 years, amount becomes 3 times the principal. Interest is this one and the relation of amount is what? Amount is equal to 3P. Okay, amount is equal to what? 3P. Amount is equal to 3P. So, in the 8 years. What will be the amount in 8 years? That is the question. So amount is equal to 3p. That means it contains what? From this, what is the interest? I can say interest is equal to 2p. From this, what is the interest? I can say amount is equal to 2p. But what is the interest we are getting here in 8 years? 8 years interest is 600. So that means 600 is equal to 2p. So from this, principal will become what, students? 300. And if principal is 300, what is the amount? Amount will become what? 900. Why? Because amount is equal to 3p. So here the amount becomes how much? 900. What will be the amount after 8 years? That is the question. For first 3 years it is 225. Here you should understand this one, students. In the next 5 years amount becomes, means 3 are already finished and 5 more years. So overall how many years? 8 years. So in general, what will be the simple interest for 8 years according to this one? It will be 600. Put that aside. In 8 years the amount is becoming how much? 3p. That means interest will become how much here? 2p. From there the remaining things are just calculation part. Okay, clear? Right. Next one. At simple interest, rupees 800 becomes rupees 920 in 3 years. That means, see here, students, what is the interest here? Interest is 120. 120. In how many years? In 3 years. If the same rate of interest, if rate of interest is increased numerically by 3, the total amount will become. Okay, first of all, I need to find the rate of interest in this case. Interest is 120 and 120 is what percentage of 800? Tell me. See, 100% is 800. Why? Because principal is 800 and interest earned here is how much? 120. Interest earned here is how much? 120. Now tell me, from here to here what is the relation I will have? Divided by 8. So similarly from here to here, when I divide it with 8, what it becomes? 120 by 8, it becomes what? 15%. That means TR percentage. TR is equal to what? 15. TR is equal to 15. They given us the time period, that is 3 into R is equal to what? 15. 3 into R is equal to what? 15. So 3 ones 3, 5. Rate of interest is 5. Right? Okay. Rate of interest is 5. Up to here it is done. If rate of interest is increased numerically by 3%, that means what is my new rate of interest? What is my new rate of interest? 8%. Then the total amount will become, okay, if it is increased by 8%, what is the time period, students? 3 years. So they are asking us the amount, not the principal. Please be careful. Amount becomes what? Principal plus interest. Principal is anyway, that is 800. And interest will become what? Rate of interest is 8 and time period is 3. 8 4s are TR. 3 8s are 24% of principal, that is 800. Directly you can take 124% also, but it is waste of time. Directly we will do in this manner. Now tell me, 800 plus 24% of 800. 24% of 800, what it becomes? 24 8s are. 24 8s are what it becomes, students? 192. 192. So how much it becomes? 992 rupees. 992 rupees. That means you need to pay how much? 992 rupees after 3 years. Okay. What the amount becomes means it becomes 992. It becomes 992. Okay. Like this. Or else, students, you can also do one more thing. Instead of finding all these things, rate of interest is increased by how much? 3%. And the time period is how much? 3 years. We know the principal also, right? So what is the additional rate of interest you need to pay? 3 3s are 9, right? 3 3s are 9. 3 3s are 9. So it will be increased by 9%. What is 9% of 800? 3 3s are 9%. Why 3 means increased by 3 and time period. So every year it will be increased by 3 3 3 3. 9%. What is 9% of 800? 72. What is 9% of 800? 72. Directly you can add that 920 with 72 and you can write your answer as 992 rupees. You can write your answer as 992 rupees. Understood? This is the standard procedure, but if you are able to understand this one, then you will get the answers very easily. Why I have written in that manner? Please observe here, students. How much change is there in rate increase? Every year the rate of interest should be increased by 333%. So 3% into 3. Overall the change here should be 9%. So here the principle was given very clearly. So you can easily tell what is 9% of 800, what it becomes? 72. Already he is paying how much? 920. To this, how much more he should pay? More 72. So what it becomes? 992 rupees. Without finding the rate of interest also, we will get the answer, students. Without knowing the rate of interest also we get. See what I have done initially means, in the standard procedure, if I go in the standard procedure, I will find the rate of interest and then new rate of interest and then everything. So is there any requirement of that type? No, right? Why? Because we know one thing, the change here happens in this manner. 3% for every 1 year, so 3 into 3 it becomes what? 9% and so on. Okay? Please try to understand this one. Okay, it will save a lot of time. Next one. See students, intentionally I am telling for each and every problem, both the standard and as well as the shortcut. Why? Because sometimes in the examination hall, we may not remember all the shortcuts. In that cases, definitely we should follow the standard procedure. That is the reason I am trying to tell both the methods. If you are, by your practice, you should come to that shortcut level. If not, at least you should solve the problem with the standard procedure. Okay, right. If a sum of money at simple interest becomes 7/5 times in 4 years, that means what? Amount is equal to 7/5 of principal, right? 7/5 times in, then it will become 17/10 times in how many years? See here, amount is equal to 7/5 times of principal. First of all, tell me what is the relation? In how many years? This one is 4 years. 4 years. Please observe here, students. Tell me what is amount by principal here? 7/5. 7/5. That means to earn 2 parts as interest. What is the difference between amount and principal? Tell me. Interest only, right? What will be the difference between amount and principal? Interest. Amount is equal to principal plus interest. That means interest earned is how much? 2 parts. To earn 2 parts, it is taking how many years? 4 years. It is taking how many years? 4 years. Okay, good, superb. Now, then it will become 17/10 times in. 17/10 times means amount is equal to 17/10 of P. Am I correct? 17/10 of P. Now, amount by principal will be what? 17/10. Now tell me, what is the interest in this case? Interest in this case is 7 parts. To earn 2 parts as interest, how many years it is taking? 4 years, right? Okay, please observe this area now. To earn 2 parts, how many years it is taking? 4 years. That means 2 2s are 4. To earn 7 parts, 7 2s are 14 years. It will take how many years? 14 years. Very simple. If you solve the questions with the help of logics and concepts, it becomes easy. If not, the same question will become a huge task. If you go with that standard procedure, please try to observe these type of things, students. Definitely, to find this simple interest concept, we are going to use the concept of ratios. We are going to use the concept of percentages. Then only it will become easy for us to get the answers. If not, each and every problem, if we go with the standard procedures and basic procedures, it will take almost 1.5 to 2 minutes. It is waste of time. Okay. If you observe these type of things, within seconds you will get the answer. In 10 seconds or 15 seconds, you will get the answers. Time management is very, very important for us. Next one. A sum of 12,000 is invested partly at, now see here, we are going to use the concept of our mixtures and allegation rule majorly. Okay, these type of problems we will take the help of allegation rule. Already we finished mixtures and allegations. Please do watch that video so that you will get a clear idea what is this. What is this allegation rule and everything. At that time also I told you that we will use this concept during simple interest and all. This is that concept. Now see here. A sum of money 12,000 is invested partly at 8% per annum. Okay, 12,000. It was invested at 8% per annum and the remaining at 11% per annum. Okay. If the total interest at the end of 2.6 years is 3120, how much money was invested at 11% per annum? That is the question. That is the question. Now see here, students, first of all, I will try to solve this one in the standard procedure and then I will tell you the shortcut. That means using the allegation rule. Now see here. Standard procedure. Let us assume, what did they ask us? How much they invested at 11% per annum, right? 11% per annum. So what I will do is, I will take this 11% as X rupees. Then what about 8%? 12,000 minus X, right? What about this 8%? 12,000 minus X. Here they asked us to find 11%. That is the reason I have taken 11% as X. If they ask me 8% means I would have taken 8% as X. Okay, now what is the interest earned on this one? Tell me. Generally for 2.6 years. 2.6 into 8 by 100 percentage of what? 12,000 minus X plus what you will do next? 11 percentage on X rupees. So X into 2.6 by 100, 11 percentage, sorry. 2.6 into 11 by 100 into X. This should be equal to what? It is overall reflecting what it is the interest? 3120. By doing so, what is the interest I am getting here? 3120. So now what happens to these students? Multiply 2.6 into 8. 26 8s are 20.8. 20.8 into 12,000. I am directly multiplying inside. 12,000 minus 20.8 X plus 11 into 2.6, 26 plus 2, 28.8. 28.8 X is equal to 3120 into 100. I am directly taking into 100. Okay. So now what happens to this? 20.8 X, sorry, and this one what it becomes? 8X overall, and I will send this to this one. So 208 into 1200, what it becomes? 208 into 12. 208 into 12, 416208. So 6942, 2946 and 0. Okay. Now what happens to this value? Is equal to 312,000 minus 24960. 24960. So what it becomes? 3,12,000 minus 24,960. Subtract those two things. 3,000 minus 24960. Now what happens to this 0? This much huge calculation you need to do here, students. So this will become 9 and this becomes 10. So this becomes 4 for me, 0 and 10. The overall it will becomes 11. 11 means how much it becomes? 7 and next 8, 2. It becomes 8x is equal to, okay. So I have here 2 zeros, right? Sorry. Only 1 0 will be gone for us here. So we will have 2 0, not 1 0. We will have 2 zeros. 2 zeros, not 1 0. So what happens here? 3,12,000 minus, here you will get 12,000 and you will get 50,400. 50,400. So overall it will become how much? 62,400. Sorry, overall it will become how much? 62,400. If you subtract these two things, 12,000 and here 5,000, 50,400. It will become 60. So 8 ones, 8 sevens are 56. I will be left with how much? 84. So 64, 800. That means X is equal to what I got here? 7,800. 7,800. What I got here? 7,800. But how much money he invested on 11%? What is the total amount he invested? That is the amount. Okay. This is how we will get the answer. We will check it once. 7,800. Here the option was not there, students. Okay, but the answer is 7,800. Now we will try to solve the same question with the help of allegation rule. With the help of allegation rule, we will try to solve the same question by taking the help of allegation rule. What will happen? We will see it now. Now, first and foremost thing, what you need to find is, what is this 3120 in 12,000. 100% is 12,000. 100% is 12,000. Then what will be 3120? What will be 3120 in this 100%? 3120 in this 100%. From here to here, what I have done here? Divided with 120, right? Similarly, here to here, divided with 120. 0, 0 will get cancelled. 2, 12 2s are 24. I will be left with how much? 7. 72 means 6 are. So that means here the interest, TR percentage is how much, students? 26%. And they given us time period is how much? 2.6. That means 2.6 into R is equal to what? 26. 2.6 into R is equal to what? 26. 2.6 ones are, 2.6 tens are. So rate of interest is here how much? 10%. 10%. Overall rate of interest. Okay, good, super. Now, some part is given as 8% and some part was given at 11%. So, on an average, how much percentage I am getting in returns? 10%. So, what you will do? 8%, 11%, in between what I got? 10% due to mixture of these two things. So, what I will get here? I should get 8,000, right? Somewhere there is a small calculation mistake here, students. Please check this one. You will get the perfect answer here actually. Okay. Please check this one. You will somewhere we have done a small mistake. Actually, you will get 8,000. 8,000. So here the answer is 8,000. Please see here. What is the difference here for us? 2 parts. And what is the difference here? 1 part. That means 1:2. That means the amount should be divided in what ratio? 1:2 ratio. 1:2 ratio. So 11 parts is how many parts? 2 parts and this one. So overall how many parts, students? 3 parts. 3 parts. So that means 11% is equal to 2 out of 3 into 12,000. So what happens to this one? This will become 4,000. So that means 11% will become how much? 8,000. 8,000. So 11% will become how much? 8,000. 8,000. So what is the difference between this one and this one? Means here you need to do a lot of calculations. But here you will get the answers very easily and quickly. The only thing which we have done is what is the overall effective percentage? Why? Because in the given duration he is getting 3120 as interest, right? So 3120 is what percentage of my principal? What I got? 26% of my principal. From that rate of interest I got here is 10%. Already we have done this one. So 8%, 11% due to mixture of this we are getting an interest of 10%, right? Next one. Similar one, students. Please try to solve this one. Everyone. Ankit gave rupees 1200 on loan. Some amount he gave at 4% per annum simple interest and remaining at 5% per annum simple interest. After 2 years, he got 110 rupees as interest. Okay. First of all, principal is how much here? 12,000, right? 1200. Principal is 1200. And interest is how much? 110. Interest is how much? 110. First of all, please find out 100% is how much here? 1200. What is this 110? What is this 110? 110 is what percentage? From here to here, what he had done? Divided with 12, right? Similarly, here also divide it with 12. What you will get, students? 110 by 12. For timing, put it as 110 by 12 only. That means TR percentage. TR is equal to what? 110. Time period is how much they given? After 2 years, right? So that means 2 into R is equal to 110 by 12. 110 by 12. So 2 ones 2, 55. So rate of interest will become what? 55 by 12. 55 by 12 means what it becomes, students? Tell me. 12 4s are 48. Okay. And I will be left with how much? 7 by 12. So rate of interest is here 4, 7 by 12. Overall rate of interest is how much? 4, 7 by 12%. Okay, good. But now please come to this one. He is giving it at 2 different percentage. What it is? 4% and 5%. Due to this 4% and 5%, on an average he is getting how much returns? On an average, he is getting a returns of 4, 7 by 12 returns. He is getting 4, 7 by 12 returns. Now tell me what is the difference between these two? 3 by 12. Am I correct? What is the difference between these two? 5 by 12, not 3 by 12, 5 by 12. What is the difference between these two? 7 by 12, 7 by 12. Very simple, students. 5 and 4, 7 by 12. Sir, however I need to calculate means, please you can write this 5 as what, students? 4 plus 1. 4 will get cancelled. So 1 minus 7 by 12, what it becomes? 5 by 12. And anyway 4 7 by 12 minus 4, what it becomes? 7 by 12. Now the ratio becomes what here? 5:7. That means 5 parts and 7 parts. 5 parts and 7 parts. The amount given at 4% and 5% per annum is. So overall if 1200 is 12 parts. Total parts are how many here, tell me? Total 12 parts, and this 12 parts is equal to what? Our given 1200. Now tell me what will be 5 parts? 500. What will be 7 parts? 700. So what will be our answer here? 500 and 700. 500 and 700 will be our answers in this case. In this manner, we will take the help of allegation rule here, and then we will try to solve it. Understood? So this is how we will do the problems. Okay, first we will find the mean interest, rate of interest, and that rate of interest we will substitute here. That's it. Okay, next one. Vinay lends rupees 20,000 to 2 of his friends in the year. If he gives, for a year, he gives rupees 12,000 to the first at 8% per annum. Okay. So overall he lends how much? 20,000. And he gives 12,000 to first. In this 12,000 at what percentage? 8% per annum. Okay. And Vinay wants to make a profit of 10% on the whole. That means what is the remaining one? Tell me, students. What is the remaining one? Remaining one is 8,000. Remaining amount is 8,000. Now tell me what is the relation between these two amounts? 3:2. 3:2 is the relation between amounts. And next, Vinay wants to make a profit of 10% on the whole. That means we don't know how much rate of interest he given here. But he is expecting an whole a 10%. He is expecting an whole a 10%. Find the simple interest on which he should lend the remaining sum of money for the second friend. That means they are asking us this second friend. Now please see here what is the difference between these two, students. Anyway, according to allegation rule, this mean value will be between these 12. That means here I will write x minus 10. What it becomes? 2. 10 minus 8 is 2, right? So that means from this what I can write? X minus 10 by 2 should be equal to what? 3 by 2. Should be equal to what? 3 by 2. So now this 2 will get cancelled. What is this x? 13%. That means the remaining amount he should give at what rate of interest? 13% per annum rate of interest. 13% per annum rate of interest. Understood, students? Using the allegation rule, it is very, very easy. Try to watch that video, why we are writing this allegation and all these things. What is this allegation? You will understand. So 12,000 and 8,000, the ratio should be what? 3:2 between them. According to allegation rule, what we are getting? X minus 10 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2. So simply I substituted that values. That's it. Next one. A person invested 1/4 of the sum of rupees 20,000 at a certain rate of simple interest and the rest at 3% per annum. Okay. Now see here. 1/4 of the sum of rupees 20,000. Okay, put that aside. 1/4 is investing, 1/4 of 2,000 is in 20,000. That means see here, students. Overall his investment is how much? 20,000. And this he is investing 1/4 means what about the remaining 3/4? He will have 3/4, right? Okay, put that aside. 1/4 means directly we can say it is 5,000 and 15,000. But for timing, we will use the same terminology 1/4 and 3/4. That means the ratio between these two amounts should become what? 1:3. And 1/4 at what rate of interest? 3% per annum. Okay, if the total interest received for 2 years is 4,100. Okay. For 2 years, what is the interest he is receiving? 4,100. So find out principal is how much? 20,000. Principal is 20,000 and interest is 4,100. That means 100% is equal to 20,000. Am I correct? Then what it is? 4,100. What is 4,100? So from here to here, what is the relation, students? Divided by 200, right? So similarly here to here, divide it with 200. What you will get, students? When I divide it with 200, two zeros will get cancelled. I will get here 20.5 percentage. 20.5 percentage for how many years? 2 years. 2 years. That means 2 into R is equal to 20.5, right? From this R will become what? 10.25. That means effectively what is the rate of interest he is getting? 10.25 percentage. 10.25 percentage. 10.25 percentage is the effective rate of interest which he is getting here. Okay. Now see here students, one part and three parts, 10.25. What we got overall correct only, right? 20.5, right? That's it. 2 zeros by 2. Okay. Everything is fine. Okay. Simple interest and the rest at 3% here. Okay. First one, please see here. If it is X percentage, here he is investing at X plus 3%, not 3%. Okay. At a certain rate of interest and the rest at 3% per annum rate. That means the first 1/4 at some, for example, X percentage, that remaining is what? X plus 3%. Because of this, what is the average? I mean, that means what is the mean interest he is getting? Rate of interest, I mean, rate of interest per annum, how much he is getting? 10.25. Now, what you will write the difference here, students? This value is greater than this one. So, X plus 3 minus 10.25. And this one what you will write? 10.25 minus X. Please do watch that allegation rule, why we are writing this minus this and this minus this. You will understand why, because this value will be always between these two values. That means this value will be greater than this and this value will be greater than this. That is the reason we are writing like this. So now effectively this will become what? X minus 7.25 and this is 10.25 minus X. And the relation between these two should be what? 1:3, right? So that means what you will write? X minus 7.25 by 10.25 minus X is equal to 1/3. Cross multiply this, what you will get? 3X minus 21.75 is equal to 10.25 minus X. 10.25 minus X. I will send X to this side and this one to that side. So what it becomes? 4X is equal to 28. X value will become what, student, here? 7%. X value becomes what here? 7. What is the second sum was invested? Second sum was invested at what percentage, students? Please here, not X. X plus 3. The second sum was invested at X plus 3. That means 7 plus 3, what it becomes? 10%. 10% will be the answer for us here. Okay. 10% will be the answer here. Okay. Right. Next one. A person invests some money into two banks in the ratio 9:7. Okay. His investment is 9:7. The rate of simple interest on first investment is 18%, but overall annual investment on the total is 21.5. That means on first he is getting 18% and on the second we don't know. Okay. And overall how much he is getting? What he is telling? Overall he is getting 21.5%. If simple interest received in second investment is something they given, the interest received in the second investment they given. Okay, first of all we will find what is this second investment rate of interest. What is this second investment rate of interest here? Okay, so now 18% and what you will get here, students? X minus 21.5 and what you will get here? 3.5. And the relation between these two things should be what? 9:7. That means X minus 21.5 by 3.5 is equal to what? 9/7. Now multiply it, cross multiply it, what you will get? 7x minus 21.5 into 7. 21 7s are, it becomes how much? 147 plus that one means 150.5. That is equal to 3.5 into 9. 3 9s are 27. 3.5 into 9, what it becomes? 0.5 into 9, 4.5. That means this will become 31.5. Okay. Now when I send this one to that side, 7x will become what for me here? Overall 182. Then 7 1s 7, 46 are. So x is equal to what I will get here? 46. That means the second rate of interest is how much? 46%. Okay. Right. Now investment is 50. Okay, this one they are telling. In the second one, the interest earned is how much? 5460. That means for 1 year. For 1 year, what is the rate of interest they are telling? This one, for 1 year, right? A person in 2 banks, the rate of simple interest for first investment, the overall investment received in second investment is 5460. Then find the total investment. Then find the total investment they are telling. X is equal to what? 46%. Okay. Now please see here, students. 7 parts I need to find. First of all, I need to find 7 parts. So 46% is equal to what it is? 5460, right? 46% is equal to what? 5460. Now tell me what will be 100% is equal to? What will be 100% is equal to? What it becomes? Solve this one, cross multiply it. What you will get? 46 into x is equal to 5460 into 100. 5460 into 100. 5460 into 100. Try to cancel it. Is it possible in 23 table? Becomes 46. Yes, 23 twos are what it becomes, students? 46. And I will be left with how much? 86. Okay, not possible in 23 table. In 2 table, let us cancel in 2 table. It becomes 23. Right? Is it correct? Yes, everything is correct. So 46, what you will get here? 5460. Find the total investment. Okay, no problem. So x is equal to what? X is equal to, finally, for time being, I will put this as like this only, students, by 46. Sorry, here it is 26. That is the reason. Somewhere I am getting the wrong answer. Why? This is the reason. Sorry. So what it is actually? 26%. So that means what is happening here? 26 into x is equal to 5460 into 20. 100. 5460 into 100. 26 ones are, 26 twos are 52. 1 0. So what is x here? How much I am getting here? 21,000. X how much I am getting here? 21,000. So what is the question? Find is total investment. Find is total investment. Please see here, students. 7 parts is 21,000. But his total investment is how much? His total investment is 16 parts. See, 7 parts is 21,000. So 7 parts is 21,000. His total investment is 16 parts. 16 parts will become how much, students? Into 3,000, right? So here also into 3,000 means his total investment will become how much? 48,000. His total investment will become 48,000. 48,000. Please be careful with this one. Okay. This is how we solve this type of problems. Next one. A person invests some money in 2 banks. Similar one. Pause the video and try to solve it. Similar one. In 23 is to 27. Okay. On the first investment is 7%, but overall annual investment on total is 12.4. Assume this as some x. Now cross multiply. What is the difference here? X minus 12.4. What is the difference here? 5.4. Okay. That means what I can write? X minus 12.4 by 5.4 is equal to 23 by 27. So when you cross multiply it, what you will get? 27x minus 27 into 12.4 is equal to 23 into 5.4. Solve this, you will get the answer. Similarly, how we solved the remaining one? Then find the simple interest received in the first investment. They are asking us the first investment. Okay, please do find that one. First of all, find out the 2 amounts and then easily we will find the simple interest and on the first amount, first investments. Find out these 23 parts. You will get 27 parts. Find out these 23 parts. You will get the answer. Next one. A and B invested 4,800 and 6,400 for 5 years and 4 years respectively. It is total simple interest received by both of them is 6,240. Now, and the rate charged by them is in the ratio of 2:3. Okay. They given us the rate of interest, students. What it is? 2 parts and 3 parts. So let us assume rate of interest as 2x and 3x. For the first money, what it is? 5 years. For the second person's money, what it is? Time is 4 years. What is rate of interest here? Tell me. This is years, not Y. Years, not Y. So what you will get here? 10x percentage. What you will get here? 12x percentage. 10x percentage and 12x percentage. Now overall investment, 10x percentage of 4800 plus 5x percent, 12x percentage of 6400. That is equal to what? See here students, here the amounts are different. That is the reason we are not going to use our traditional method. 10x percentage, that is the reason I will write 10x by 100 of 4800 plus 12x by 100 of 6400 is equal to what? 6240. Why? Because he is earning the total interest this much. 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 2 zeros get cancelled. So 480x plus 64 12s are 640 plus 128, it becomes 768x is how much? 6240. When I add these two things, what I will get? 1100, 1200 and what you will get students? 1248, right? 1148. 1148x is equal to 6240. 1148x is equal to 6240. Okay. At what rate did A invest the money? Okay. That is X. Okay. This much you will get. So 768 plus 480, what you get here? 8, 4, 1, 1248. Okay. 1248 in X is equal to 1240. So this will become 5 times. It becomes 5. So X is equal to 5 you got. But what did they ask us? A invest. A invested for what rate of interest? 2x. So 2 into 5, what it becomes? 10%. 10% will be our answer in this case. 10% will be our answer in this case. Okay, see here students, here that amounts are different. That is the reason. Please be careful while calculating it. Thank you very much. We will see in our, we will come with a new topic in our next session. Thank you very much.